it for anything, we can always go back and look at it. So we're gonna, it does not want to share today. Let's see if we can try that one more time. There we go. All righty, so this particular class is staying in the inbox. We want to stay in touch with our sphere of influence. We want to stay top of mind. That's number one essential. We don't want somebody out there that's going to do real estate, and then we have that burn where they come to you and say, "Oh, I forgot you did real estate. I just listed my house, and it wasn't with you." I've had that happen to me. It's not a fun feeling. So we're going to start out at my CV desk. I know that Realogy site's floating out there, but mycvdesk.com, we're going to come into desk and we're going to start with In Touch. So once we go in Touch, it's going to put us into our home screen. Again, it's going to value our feedback. So it looks like there's making some changes to reminders. So you can read a little bit more about that when you go in. So let me move my little box there. I clicked on take me to reminders. But here I have some upcoming reminders of my own. So it looks like I'll have to go deal with that in a little while. So for staying in the inbox, let's make this a little larger. We're going to start with the Bullseye Marketing tab, or the Target Marketing. And we're able to go into the Marketing Center. Now, when we go into the Marketing Center, we have some different options. We do have some one and done email and video marketing templates. So part of staying in the inbox may not just be setting someone up on a drip market campaign. Maybe we want to send something specific. We're talking to a prospective seller. They're on a drip market campaign and they mentioned to us, hey, you know what? I need to get new carpet and maybe a new refrigerator before I list my house. And I can go in and look for a real vitalized email that I can send to them, letting them know. They can actually have that done at no cost up front. They can just pay that at settlement when they go to settlement if they list with me. They'll have buyer marketing in here, as well as personalized greetings. You'll see there's also some print marketing if you'd like to stay in touch. And then, of course, our drip market campaigns. And it says it best here, why would we use a campaign? It's just a way to stay in touch with our past clients, current clients, our sphere of influence. And I would say that could be future home buyers and sellers, or that could be, the neighbor that might never be moving, but they have people in their lives that are. Maybe they have coworkers or family members or people that they're in, go to church with them, or they're in a group with them. So it also helps us to stay top of mind. It gives people relevant information, whether it's just a happy holiday or an offbeat holiday. Maybe it's home care advice, giving them some monthly maintenance tips, staying in touch with some energy saving tips. So if we want to go into just the email and video marketing, we're going to click on that and it's going to throw us in. Now you'll see that we have over 1,100 results. If you're like me, that to me is a little bit overwhelming. I like to be more efficient with my time. I don't have time to go through 1,100 emails. That's a little crazy. Now I could do that. I could find one that I like and click on it. No, that's the one I want to use. But here we also have collections. So with these collections, I can go through and I can build or upload my own. Now, if I do that, I want to make sure that any image that I use is my own image, that I haven't gone to Google and taken an image. I could get a copyright infringement for that. I can do some buyer marketing, global luxury, greetings, announcements, homeowner expertise. We do have the monthly newsletter in here as well. There's property marketing. If I need a flyer, maybe I want to send my listing to someone specifically. Seasonal and holiday, seller marketing, and some consumer marketing as well. And then if I want to promote my website. So I can go through here and click on any of that and find what I need. Let's say I go to seasonal. It was recently, as you know, Labor Day. So that's going to come up at the top. Anything with Labor Day is going to come up at top, and I can root through these and see, you know, when are some of the other holidays. I can go through and look at buyer marketing. So you'll see instead of over 1,100 emails, I have 167. Where that might still be a lot, it's not as overwhelming as 1,100. So you'll see here some different things to choose from. And as I'm scrolling through, if I find one that I really sticks out to me, so why choose me? That seems like a good email to me. Maybe that's what I'm looking for. You'll see some information over here on the side. So why choose me? Integrity. This is from the design library. It is an email. It is HTML optimized. It does have the photo, etc. And you can use this piece to demonstrate your expertise. Oh, look, it is a piece of the Why Choose Me campaign. So I can always go to the campaign and set that up if I want, or maybe I want to send a one and done. And I can kind of get some of the information here. If this is something that I would like to send out to my client, I can personalize this particular email. If it is going to one person, I can specifically personalize it by adding their name. Maybe I want to send this to Kim, and I can say, hi, Kim, and I can actually put her name on there. You can go through and format any way that you like. If you would like it to, you know, align the text, if you want to bold something, you can go through and bold. You can put things in italics, etc. I do want to make sure that my phone numbers are labeled. Because this is a national program, it does not label your phone numbers. We know, especially if you are licensed in Maryland. I'm not sure if DC and Virginia are also as stringent, but in Maryland, we do have to have our office number labeled. We do have to have our title, our name as it is on our real estate license. So I did pay $25 extra to be Angie instead of Angela. And then I have my logo here with the name. So I have everything that I need to be compliant. I also have the fair housing symbol down here. If you want to make that larger, you can, although it may distort it just a little bit. And if you do anything like I just did, you can always hit the undo button up here if you've done something and you don't like it. So once I have this and it looks good to me, I'm only going to send it to Kim so I can put her name in there if I want. I can go ahead and save it. I just added her name just because I'm sure I've saved this before. And then once I have it the way that I want it, you'll see all my info is here, and I can compose my email. Now, if I want to send this to someone, that person does have to be a contact in my InTouch system. I can send this email to 500 people that will blind carbon copy them. They will only see that they have received it. It won't send them that long list of contacts. They won't know that anyone else has received it. And then I can type in Kim, and I can find Kim in my system. Now here I can also go through the to section. Maybe I want to look for different contacts to send this to. Maybe I want to look for different groups. I can add the entire group, remove the entire group. And when I go to contacts, I'm only showing eligible contacts. And that just means that I'm not showing anybody that doesn't have a good email address. I'm only showing people with a good email address. Again, if I add someone, it will add them to the right-hand side. I know that the people on the right-hand side will receive this email. Now, because I added Kim's name, I'm only going to send it to Kim. And here I'm able to send it right away. I can save it as a draft. Maybe I'm working and I want to go into the system later. I just got a phone call. I'm not quite done. I can also include some showcase properties, and I will show you in just a moment where those are. But I can also decide to schedule this. So I want to schedule this to come out. Maybe I want this to come out tomorrow and I want it to come out at 9 o'clock I can do that, and then I can schedule. I can just hit the button here to schedule. And again, maybe I'll have that come out at 8:30 and I'll hit schedule. So my email has been scheduled. It's going to take me back to the main screen. This email is going to automatically go out for me tomorrow at 8:30. Sorry, Kim, you're going to get another email from me. So here it also says that I can publish to the web and share, but I will caution you with this. So if you want to copy this URL and paste it to an email, a website, or your favorite social network. So let's say I really like this email and I want to share it to Facebook. If I do it the way that the system is suggesting, it's going to look a little weird. So I'm in here, I'm going to go to my business page and I'm going to create a post purposely if Facebook's going to cooperate. So here I've created a post. I'm going to go ahead and paste that URL in here. It's going to fetch the preview, and exactly what this looks like is how it's going to look in the news feed. So your comments would go here and you would post. Excuse me. Now, in doing that, you'll see it did not give me a beautiful post. That's something, I'll be honest with you, I would scroll past that in my news feed. Now, someone can click on that and they can get the full email. So instead of doing it that way, something that I also like to do if I'm sending out emails or campaigns, I can go through and I can actually save this image. I choose me, I'll save it in pictures, and then this I can actually copy. I can go back to Facebook, I can create a post, I can go to that photo or video marketing, and I can look for the Why Choose Me, and I can paste that information. Now I do have to add my website in here because it's not going to hyperlink anything because this is Facebook. But here I have this information. I have the photo and I can post that. I'm not going to add a button right now. And I'm going to post that. And now I have a nice Facebook post. This comes into play when you're sending out drip market campaigns. It gives you some really good content. Guess what, guys? This works on Instagram too. If you go to publishing tools and you want to schedule things, you can connect your business Instagram and it will schedule to your business Instagram as well. Now I'm going to delete this one because I just posted an hour ago and I don't want to spam people on my Facebook page. But there is a way, again, you can go in here and look for some great content. Just be aware that when you share it this way, it does look a little bit wonky, but I always like to point that out because it does say publish to web and share. Speaking of drip marketing, we can go to target marketing and we can manage our campaigns. So we can go directly in to manage those campaigns, and we're going to find any campaign that we have currently running. Now you'll see I have a lot of these, and the reason I have so many is because I teach this, but here I have some inactive or some that are paused. They're not going out. So what I like to do is check off the active button up here where it says show. I'm going to select active. So now I'm only going to find everything that is currently running. And here you'll see I have my monthly newsletter. So we will start with that. That is a perpetual newsletter that's going to come out on your behalf. It's written by someone in the company. Usually has two really great articles in it. One is very real estate-ish, and the other one is, has something to do with home, but if you're not looking to buy or sell, it's still going to be relevant. You can go in and change the subject. However, I will caution you, you'll see up here I was very good about going in every month and changing it to Angie's monthly real estate update. And then I fell off the wagon and stopped doing that. I got busy. You guys are busy. So I just leave it the way it is now. That way, if someone's looking for it, they can find it easily in their inbox. And I want to go in and I want to personalize that. Now, I do need to go in and personalize it anyway, because I do need to label my phone numbers. But here you'll see as an example, winter is coming again. So even if I'm not looking to buy or sell real estate, I can go in and see, check your chimney, check your roof, seal it up. These are all things that are good. They're good suggestions. And then maybe I want some information about mortgages. Maybe someone doesn't know that there are different mortgage terms. What is an ARM? What is a hybrid ARM? This could be very good for me too if I'm thinking about refinancing. So again, maybe not buying or selling, but still some good information. And I want to go in and make sure that my information is correct and labeled. I can go ahead and save that. And this is where you could, again, if you're already in there, you can change the name. I'm not going to do that because I will forget next month to change the name. And then I'm going to go ahead and save and continue. Now we can see we have at the top step 1 and we have step 2. Now we'll give you additional information up here. Stay top of mind with your contacts with this monthly email. Every month they'll start us off with great content, but guess what? We can personalize it. I can do exactly what I just did, and it can go out every month, and it works just fine. But maybe I want to add information to it. Maybe I have a brand new listing that just came out, and I want to include my video. Maybe I have a YouTube video. I can add an article in here. I can insert that video. I can insert an image. Maybe I have a shred event coming up. Toys for Tots is a good one when the holidays come around. So again, I can upload the image here from the computer. I can find a good image. Let's go ahead and we'll just pretend like we're having a shred event. So here I'm going to add that to my folder. I'm just a folder person over here to keep everything very organized if I need it in the future. And I've uploaded that we are having a shred event, free shred event. And then I can say, Saturday, September 11th from 9 a.m. to noon, bring blah, 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 blah. And I can send that out. I can include that information. I can go in. I can edit this. I can make it bold. I can change the font. You can justify it if you want. Anything that you need to do, you're able to do that. Maybe I have a link that I want to send someone somewhere. Maybe it's my website. I can insert a link as well. So maybe I want to include my website. Maybe I have a specific Shreddit page or something that I've created. I can send them to that URL. I can hit new window and hit OK. I do want this to open in a new window. And if you hit Control and click on it in the edit field. So if I click on this in the edit field, nothing happens. If I hit Control and click on it, well, it's not going to work for me now. Usually it will open for you in a new window, but you can see the reason it didn't. I didn't really have it going anywhere specific. So again, you're able to do that. I'm going to take that out just so that it doesn't accidentally go out with my monthly newsletter, because I do have that set up to go out to people. But you're able to add, again, listing concierge videos, anything of that nature. And then once we're done, we're going to save and continue. And then we want to add or remove contacts if we haven't already. So here my sphere of influence is receiving my monthly newsletter. I can also add specific contacts. I can remove people. If people are in the group, I can add extra people if I want to. I can also go through and search for specific contacts. So here I've searched for Kim, but if she's already over here receiving that, she's not going to show up. I can search for, I can search for specific people. And if I put people in again, it's only going to show eligible. I can, if I don't select show eligible contacts only, I might get people with invalid email addresses or undeliverable. Now, I do have myself in here several times with emails that don't work purposely for just showing that. But again, add or remove contacts. I want to save my changes, and that's all you need to do for your monthly newsletter. Now, the reason that the monthly newsletter only has 2 steps is because it's perpetual. This is something that's going to go automatically forever. There's no expiration date. They're just going to continue every month to add those particular newsletters. Now, the reason when you click through, you can also include those showcase properties. Again, I promise I will show you that. The reason that this isn't available until you'll see the October one isn't available yet. It hasn't been personal. I can't personalize it. It hasn't been written yet. So on the 9th, my news will go out. Sometimes it's the 18th, whatever yours is. It will be, excuse me, the same date every month. So mine's always on the 9th of the month. So I'm going to put that on my calendar because I want to remember to go in before the 9th of every month and edit that. Again, maybe personalize, well, customize it a little bit. I don't want to personalize it because I don't know exactly, who it's going to a bunch of different people. But I can definitely customize that, add some things to that. Anything that I want, I can add an article. And again, that's as simple as going in and editing. Maybe I do want to add an article. So insert an article, and you'll see over here on the right-hand side, there is an article library. So maybe I want a small article. I want a full article. Maybe a small article might be energy saving tips. So now here I have energy saving tips. I can change the font, this kind of thing. It makes me stand out. It makes me look a little different. And again, I don't need to add that here at the top. Maybe I do want to add that down here at the bottom. So here I can say energy saving tips or winterizing your home. Again, I can change the font. I can add a photo here if I would like to add a photo. I just want to make sure that I own that photo. And that is where these little folders come into play. You'll see I do have an uncategorized. I have a couple in there, homes. So maybe I just want to have a picture of a house. I can do that. So winterize your home. Let's see, these photos up here were pretty big. So maybe I want to widen that photo and make it large like the other ones. And then I can say save. And then I have it saved. And again, now I have my own article here. So that's something that you can do. Again, make sure if you do add a photo, when you add the photo, it is your photo. So that's why I took that one out. That one doesn't belong to me. But that's what you would use. And again, just save and continue and you are done. Now it is a little more, there are a few more steps. If we go to manage campaigns and we want to add a new campaign. So you'll see here I have quite a few of them set up. Some of these have numbers behind them. Now that's because I teach this for a living. I've gone in and deleted them and redone them a million times for these classes. But I do want to show you that you can do that. And one of the reasons being is that we have a seasonal holiday campaign. You do have the ability to select this particular campaign, and I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. But you'll see I already have this campaign running. So my steps, I started this campaign halfway through the year. I've already sent 2 of them out, and I have some future ones up and coming. I can go through and I can X off any of the steps in this campaign. And that would be for any other campaign that you do as well, except the monthly newsletter. I can also usually rearrange, but because this is a date campaign, these come out obviously on a specific date. Halloween's always going to come out on the 31st because that's Halloween, so I can't rearrange the order of this particular campaign. If it's an interval campaign, let's say I set Kim up on a campaign and it's an interval campaign and she's going to get it one day after I've added her and 14 days later or 30 days later, then I can kind of, change the order of those. The reason I like to point out the holiday campaign is as we get down here, you will see it says Happy Holidays. Now I have had some agents that said, look, I have a large group of people that I would like to send Merry Christmas to. I have another group of people I would like to send Happy Hanukkah to. And then another group of people I want to send Happy Holidays to. I can create 3 separate holiday campaigns. Actually, I can create as many as I would like, and I can tailor them any which way that I would like to. I will caution you that if you do that, if I set up a Merry Christmas holiday campaign, a Happy Hanukkah holiday campaign, and then just a Happy Holidays campaign, if I set Kim up for all 3, she will receive 3 separate campaigns, which means that she will get Happy New Year 3 times. She will get Thanksgiving 3 times. If I do that, most likely she's going to unsubscribe. So just be very cautious if you do decide to set up personalized campaigns, that they're only going to one person. I wouldn't set a particular group up on multiples of the same campaign. They will get multiple emails. But that said, I can go in and personalize each of these. Again, I use the word personalized lightly. It should say customize, because again, this is going to a large group of people. I don't want to put anyone's name in here. I can add or remove, again, video, photos. Let's say I don't like this photo. If you are a Canva user and you have created your own, you can always take this one out, upload a different image from your computer, upload anything here. Maybe I have a different photo that I would like to use. I can select that from one that I already have in the system. If it's going to let me, maybe it's not. Oh, there it is. So now I have a different photo. Happy Holidays. And again, I want to make sure that, and it does get a little tedious, I will be honest with you, but this is a set it and let it. So I only have to go in and edit those phone numbers. I already have that one in there. We'll just save that again. So I only have to go in and edit these once, and you'll see now I have edit. I've already made changes to that. So then I want to go in and personalize every single step, and I want to make sure that my phone numbers are labeled. Again, I am unsure of DC and Virginia, but in the state of Maryland, any marketing that comes out must have my labeled office number on that. That is part of the Maryland Real Estate Commission advertising checklist. And they do see advertising and marketing as one and the same. So again, I won't bore you with going through and doing this, but you'll see it doesn't take too long to just go through and add those phone numbers. Once I've added those phone numbers, they're in there, they're done. We're going to pretend for time's sake to be more efficient that I've added the labels to all my phone numbers, and I'm going to go ahead and save and continue. Now you'll see here, unlike the monthly newsletter, I do have 4 separate steps. The first was to select this particular campaign. Now I have to review and configure the steps, which I've already done. And now I have to add or remove my contacts. So here you can see that I have one person that's receiving my holiday campaign. I can go through and add an entire group or remove them. Let's say I have 150 people in a group and I want to go ahead and only send it to select people in that group. I would have to add them individually as contacts. Once I have added my contacts, I can save those changes. And the last part is the most essential in every campaign. Again, the monthly newsletter is an anomaly because it is a perpetual campaign. There are only 2 steps. One of them is not to review and activate. If I do not hit review and activate, this campaign is inactive. It will not go out. I recently had an agent that set up a holiday campaign and then called me and wanted to know why her Father's Day campaign did not go out. The email didn't go out because she did not review and activate. And anytime I come in, so this was one I already had set up, because I made any change to it, any change at all, I have to review and activate every single time. Now, the reason for that is this little blurb right here. You'll see I can't activate the campaign. It's grayed out until I check the little box that says, excuse me, I haven't harvested or purchased this list. That just means I'm not a telemarketer. I haven't bought the list from somewhere else. Once the contact completes this campaign, the system will automatically add them to the monthly newsletter. If I'm sending this to Kim and she's already receiving my monthly newsletter, she will not receive 2. The monthly newsletter, there is no way to create more than 1. There will only ever be 1 monthly newsletter. So if I have someone set up on 5 campaigns, not that I would do that, and once they end, they're going to get the monthly newsletter, they will only ever get 1 monthly newsletter. I also am including those showcase properties, and now I'm going to activate that campaign, and then you'll see it will come up here, my seasonal holiday email campaign. Now let's say I have a bunch of campaigns here and I would like to add a new campaign. I can go up here to add new campaign, and I'm able to add any campaign that I would like. The very first step is to go through and read each campaign. I promise you, it does say 60 here. That does seem a little overwhelming, at least to me, because I'm a very busy agent. However, these are not 60 individual campaigns that you will have to read. The reason being, we do have the 2021 seasonal holiday email, so it will let you know it is a date campaign. It comes out on a specific date because it comes out on that specific holiday. There are 22 email steps overall in this year campaign. So had we set this up in January, we'll see that all of the holidays are included. We can use this campaign of holiday and seasonal emails to keep in touch throughout the 2021 calendar year. And here are the holidays that are included. Now you are able to go through and remove any holidays that you do not want to send out. I had an agent that said, well, I don't celebrate Easter. I don't want to send Easter. Or I don't celebrate Ramadan. I don't want to send that out. That's okay. You can remove those. You can remove anything that you don't want to send out. And again, 22 touches over the course of 1 year. It gives you a brief synopsis of what those may look like. And I can also show the campaign step details here. So I can see what's coming next or how it starts. So I can see all of the different campaigns and what they're going to look like. And then I can choose the template. When I do that, that's going to put me into that personalization screen. Now, once I've done that, I can move on to the next one. I've opened it up. I've read through each one. I know what it says. The next one is a print campaign. So if I'm only doing email, that's all I'm concentrating on now, I can skip that one. Now I have a new way home. This is an interval campaign. So this is 8 touches over 4 months, which means if I added Kim to this today, it would probably send her an email tomorrow and then every 14 days. It doesn't come out on a specific date. It's just after. So if I add Kim tomorrow, She will receive it on Thursday and every 14 days. And then if I add Frederick to it next week, he's going to get it the next day and then every 14 days. So he won't get it in the same time for he'll get it in the same time frame that Kim does, but not on the same day. Excuse me. Hopefully that makes sense. So this campaign addresses the recent shifts in the real estate market due to COVID. It connects, with people who might be looking to buy, sell, or refinance. Here are the campaign goals. Excuse me. And it also contains information. Again, it's going to kind of let you know, review each step carefully to make sure that it applies at your local level. So I can show the campaign details here, and I can also choose this particular template. And I want to make sure, again, I've chosen the template. I want to review and configure the steps. I want to go through, add or remove contacts, and review and activate. Now this says, has 2020 got you thinking? But if I personalize this particular campaign, it says, has 2021 got you thinking? So I want to make sure that I have gone through, and if you're like me, I have an English degree, so sometimes if I see something out of place, I'm not a single quote person. You can, again, make those changes in here if you like. If you don't mind, you can leave them. But I can also go in and I can add information here if I so choose. Now, again, I want to customize this, not personalize it, unless I'm setting this up individually for one person. And of course, I know that I have to go through and read through all of them anyway, because I have to add my titles or my descriptions, my labels to my phone number. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. I know that I've saved it before, so I'm just going to put a 1 behind it. I can exit and I can go through, and again, I can save, continue, etc. If I decide that I don't want to use this one, I can go to the next one, and that is a multi-step. So that's the same thing. Multi-channel, that's email and direct mail. So direct mail will cost money. And then it is the exact same campaign, but print. So here you'll see we've gone through 5 campaigns, but really it's only 2 campaigns. So again, that's where I said that 60, not really 60 that I have to read through if I'm only concentrating right now on email. I have an active buyer email. Again, I can look at those steps, use it to reach out to an active buyer, encourage them to resume a home search. It is an interval campaign, 5 touches over 8 weeks. Amazon, I don't need that. I'm not a manager. I don't need that one. Best Bet Home Improvement. We have some birthday greetings. Now, birthday greetings, I do have to have someone's email in the system in order for that person to be eligible to receive this particular email. Also, some buyer, some closed clients, some cold, energy saving tips. We have expireds, first time home buyers, FSBOs. And again, let me handle it email. This one is a print. I could skip that if I'm only concentrating on email. Again, if I want to choose that template, I do want to personalize and add my phone number, but I can go through and read through these to see what they are. This is also a great way to get some social media content as well. So here I'm going to go through first-time home buyers, again, the FSBOs. Home care advice is one of my favorites. This one I always kind of like to touch on. Establish yourself as a trusted advisor. If you choose this particular template, you will see again, it's going to pick up with the next month. So my September home care advice has already gone out. So the next one would be for October. And here's where it's going to give you these home care tips for October. I actually used my September one yesterday when I was taking care of my house. So that was really, really great. And this is something that you can take, again, this information, you can copy it. Well, Don't do what I just did. Again, nothing is completely broken. You can go through and copy this information and take it to Facebook. You're able to share on social media. I can, if you're a snippet person, I like to use the snippet tool, and I can just copy this particular photo and I can share it to social media. Or if you are a Canva user, you can go through and create your own. So I do have one here that I do every month. It is just a template that I use. And here are my home care tips for September. Guess what, guys? This was my In Touch campaign. I set myself up on the campaign. When I got the email, I just went to social media, was able to share that on Instagram and Facebook. But guess what? I did have an agent reach out to me and say, hey, I just got this in my email. I feel special, like it's on your social media, but I got it in my email. So again, if you want, if you do have your own photos, you can go through and upload those images, change those photos. Just make sure you do all of them at once so that you are very consistent. You'll see, because I started this campaign a little early, it's going to keep going through, and I had 12 different steps. So I can save and continue. You'll see now, because I opened it, it is new or paused. I want to add or remove contacts, review and activate. You'll see that's number 7. So I'm not going to go ahead and do that when I already have one of those running. But you want to go through each of these and kind of look at what they are. I do also want to point out there are home security tips, and there is a Home Spotter Boost lead follow-up for those of you who are my listing concierge people. You might be like, hey, you know what? I'm getting all these leads from Home Spotter Boost. What campaign do I even set these people up on? You can use this particular campaign. It is 10 touches over 9 weeks. So it does send something once a week. If I want to choose this particular template, I am just personally a very big fan of, I'm going to let the system do its thing. The system knows what it's doing. If you're one of those agents that says every 7 days seems like a bit much to me. So maybe I'm going to set Kim on this, set Kim up on this, and I'm not really Kim, don't worry. But maybe I'm going to set somebody up on this that's on that particular lead that came through Home Spotter Boost. And she's going to receive this email the day after I added her. If I added her today, she will receive this email tomorrow. And of course, I do need to go through and personalize all of those, make sure those numbers are labeled. And then 7 days later, she's going to get another email from me. Maybe I don't want to send something every 7 days. I can go in here and I can change that to 14 for each one of them if I want to send something every 2 weeks. So maybe I don't want to have I'll sell your home faster and for more first. This is what I was saying about toggling. So maybe I want to send that down. I want to pull that down here. Whatever order you would like to put that in. Again, I usually go with the order that's in here. I figure the experts know the best way to do it, but maybe if that doesn't work for me, then I can set that up a little bit differently. Again, I want to save and continue, add or remove those contacts. So that is where I want to go through, and you'll see it's not letting me do anything. I do need to save and continue. Now I can add or remove my contacts. I can add that group and then review and activate. We also have one that is in here for listing concierge. So when we talk about listing concierge to the public, both as an agent and the company, we don't call it listing concierge. It's really more of a misnomer. It is a marketing concierge. You do have to have a listing. That is the vehicle to use it, the catalyst to get everything started. But really it's about marketing ourselves. And maybe I have a potential seller and they are on the fence and they don't know if they want to list with me or not. Again, I can choose that particular template And it's going to be all of the different steps. Do you want top dollar for your home? What am I going to do for you? Professional photography, going global, social media advertising. And as I go in and personalize each and every step and label my phone numbers, again, it's going to give that property spotlight marketing plan. It's not going to say, hey, I use Listing Concierge. And then, of course, I'm going to go through, save, continue, add or remove contacts, review, and activate. So you'll see that as we go through and we've added some of these, and again, I would highly recommend going through and reading through each of them. You'll see when you read through $1 million buyer lead conversion, this is not for a $1 million property. $1 million just means this is a fantastic, just a great buyer lead conversion email. It is there to systematize your follow-up, to engage those new leads, to turn them into future clients. And there is a full 10-day plan. You can click here, this hyperlink, and it will give you a 10-day plan for your new leads. There's a webinar there. If you want more information, it's all here in the system for you. That being said, as we went through, I did activate some of the showcase properties. So I'd be remiss if I didn't show you how to find those. So when we're sending those out and I click that little button, what properties is the system sending? If I have current listings, hopefully it's sending my listings, but if I don't, what is it selecting? That's where I'm able to go to the listings tab. Excuse me, I can hit market my listings. Even if I don't have any listings, I still want to select that. I'm going to go through and I'm going to select, oh, sorry, don't have any listings right now. I have everything set up so I know that I'm okay. I can go through and show my office's listings. Now, let's see, it looks like I have this one set up for Harford County Regional. I tend to go back and forth because I'm an employee. Yours will be set up for your office. And you're able to go through and check the properties that you would like to showcase. It will only showcase 3 properties. It will do a round robin and select from the ones you have checked. I go in about once a week and I uncheck anything that's pending. Again, you could check pending. It's completely up to you. I just like to showcase things that are fully active on the market. Now, I am a little more particular than the next person. I'm a Listing Concierge user, so I'm only going to select things that have professional photos. That's just me. Again, you could be different. You can select or unselect anything. So you'll see here, I'm just going through. Now, active under contract, again, maybe I want to select that, maybe I don't. But I'm going to go through and I do this once a week. I'll do it later. But I do go through and unselect things that are pending, and I like to select things that are active. Now, you can also feature these on your website as well. If you have permission from the listing agent, just as a professional courtesy, you can also share on Facebook or LinkedIn. If you do share that on your business page, it will give you the date you posted it so that you can go into this screen and see again when you're posting. Just a side tidbit there since you joined me today. But here again, this is where I can showcase these properties. And let's say, for example, maybe today it pulls Breakwater Court, it pulls Kerr Road, and then it pulls O'Donnell Street. For one email that's going out, it may pull Bay Drive and something way down here. So it's going to pull different homes at different price points. And that again is how you would select and have control over the properties that are showcased on your marketing emails that go out. And that again could be a one and done email. It could be a drip market campaign that you have set up. Again, when you go into the target marketing, you will see all of your campaigns. You can select active. Maybe I only want to see date campaigns. Maybe I only want to see those interval campaigns. birthday campaigns, or I always call them the house anniversaries. And again, I can see anything that I have with an action plan. I do have a reminder set up. And again, if I want to add new, that would be over here. So I know that was a lot of information that I just threw out at you. If anybody has any questions, if you'd like to unmute yourself, you can ask away. Okay, doesn't look like we have any active questions right now. I will say, if you would like, you may add me to your CRM and set me up on drip marketing if you want to have a guinea pig, if you're not so sure about it just yet. We can also do a one-on-one where we can go through and I can actively show you and help you get this all set up in the system. I will say that once you get it set up, it does work very well. Usually in the beginning of every year, we'll have another class to go through once some of these have expired, to set up some new campaigns. I like to set my groups up on campaigns. I find that just works more efficiently for me. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I will, any newer campaigns. Yes, so they're always adding new campaigns. Great question, Kim. I'm sorry, I just saw that. But yeah, they're always adding new ones. The Home Spotter Boost is brand new. The Listing Concierge is brand new. So they're always adding and updating. If you have any suggestions for them, you can always submit feedback in the system as well. They're always looking for good agent feedback because, again, you guys are out in the field utilizing this. I've left my email address in the chat feature. Again, if you'd like to add me to your contacts and set me up on some of your drip marketing. And my biggest piece of advice is add yourself to every piece of drip marketing that you send out. I receive all of my own campaigns because I will set it and forget it. And when the client calls, I will have no idea what I just sent out. So I'm going to set it. I'm going to let it. It's going to come to me. I'm going to say, oh, it's National Coffee Day, if it was the 29th of September. Or, oh, home care advice came out this morning. So when Susie Q calls and says, I got your email this morning, I don't have to fake it until I make it because I'm going to know what they're talking about. With that, no further ado, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out anytime. Feel free to reach out and schedule an appointment. If I'm your field marketing specialist or the field marketing specialist in your office, we are here to help you with this every step of the way. I will let you know, an agent last year set up her entire CRM, 3,700 people. She set them all up in groups, and all 3,700 people are receiving emails from her. And since the end of last year, she has had 5 deals that have stemmed from her just keeping in touch, staying top of mind. So the system can work for you. Again, set it, let it do its job. With that, I will give you 5 minutes back in your day to do as you so choose. With that, if there's no other questions, have a wonderful day. Enjoy the beautiful weather and stay safe. Thanks, guys.